Hey there, this is Kenneth Moore and you're now with Zion's Watchman Media. And in this week's video, we are going to talk about the secret of motivation for the Christian. And to start off, we're going to read a short verse from the story of Jacob and how he served 7 years to marry his beloved Rachel. In Genesis chapter 29, where it says, "And Jacob served 7 years for Rachel, and they seemed unto him but a few days for the love he had to her." So the question is, what was it that pushed Jacob day after day to work for Rachel and not give up? What was his motivating power? Well, the verse just told us it was the love that he had towards her. And the Bible says that this love was so strong that 7 years seemed like a few days unto him. Ladies and gentlemen, if we want to be with Christ and if we want to serve him on this planet, we must experience the same thing. Love must be the driving force that pushes us to serve. If not, then we are just going through the rounds of ceremony with a dead formalism, and this type of religion is ultimately worthless. A Christian experience without the love of Christ at its foundation is pointless. But you see, we have a problem here, for naturally we do not love God. The Bible says that the carnal mind is enmity towards God. In other words, the human heart is hatred towards God. So then, how do we fix this? How can I love a God that I naturally hate? Well, the Apostle John tells us the answer in 1 John chapter 4 verse 19, where he says, "We love him because he first loved us." Brothers and sisters, it is by beholding the love of God that a love in us will be created that pushes us to serve. So the next logical question then is, where can I go to behold the love of God? Easy. In the life of his dear own Son, Jesus Christ, the one who came, lived, and died for humanity. Here we see the greatest manifestation of the love of God. It is by beholding Christ and contemplating his self-sacrificing life that a love in us will be created that pushes us to serve. Then, like Jacob, the Christian service or experience will not be some heavy drudgery or painful experience for us to go through, but instead it will be light and joyful. And we will delight to go through hardship, sacrifice, and toil, all to please Christ. Good. Now, there's another lesson hidden within this story of Jacob and Rachel, for it gives us a beautiful picture of Jesus and his church. You see, in the Bible, a woman can stand as a symbol of a church. Just as Jacob labored year after year for Rachel, so Christ came to this fallen world and labored year after year to win his church. And love was his motivating power. And this love that he had is what ultimately pushed him to lay down his life for us. The Bible says, "Hereby perceive we the love of God, because he laid down his life for us." Brothers and sisters, if we want to have a love of God that would push us to serve him, we must behold Christ constantly. The love of Christ is the ultimate motivation for the Christian. And that is why the Apostle Paul says, "The love of Christ constraineth us," or pushes us. So the question is, do you have this love in you pushing you to serve? And if not, your question is, are you beholding the love of God in the life of his dear own Son and in his sacrifice? I pray that your answers are yes. This has been Kenneth Moore from Zion's Watchman Media, and if you enjoyed this video and you want to receive more content like it, be sure to subscribe below and to click the bell below so that you get notifications to all of our newest videos. And as always, until next time.